So this video gonna be about Burgess Owens, former NFL player, now turned, I don't know, conservative, whatever he was, trying to say yesterday on the Senate that the Democrats should pay reparations to black people, and he's trying to like jump party lines, and I'm like, where they be finding these Negroes from? Like, yo, come on, man. All them parties should be paying, you know. All them parties then profited off of black folks since slavery and whatnot. And then I get so tired of hearing people act like uh, that black folks aren't owed reparations for it. Yes, yeah, is, dude. Everyone should pay, contribute to what it was, because it took all the foundation to get it to be created. First of all, I would tell Burgess Owens something. Did Colin Powell win as a Republican? And for all his being a hero and everything and the uplift, did they support him? No. Okay. See, the thing is this. Both them parties is racist, I'll get out. The difference is that the conservative viewpoint doesn't try to hide how they feel. They tell you what they think, what they feel. Democrats tap dance around it, but it's on them both sides. But Burgess Owens is trying to party hop and trying to act like he's profound. It's not profound. You know, what happened? Mitch McConnell slipped him something in his drink, and so he forgot what was up. You know, the bottom line is this: you can't trust none of them party lines. It's a sad, sorry state of affairs that there's even a voting process with what's going on here, because if it's Trump and Joe Biden, it's like, oh Lord, this is what happens when there are no reflections to substantiate progress. We live in a multicultural country and time and place, and yet we're stuck with old, denial, racist played out mindsets that are allowing the same old same to infiltrate. Like, don't like, I mean, after a while, don't America get tired of old white guys always telling you what to do, how to do it, where to do it, when to do it? So you get someone like Burgess Owens that comes along, and I think I had a football card of his on Tops with the Raiders and the Jets long time ago, because he wasn't a member, was a player, but you know, I respect the cat's hustle, what he is as a man and a father, etc., etc. But he way out of pocket on this. Way out of pocket. They all should pay. Don't just put it to the Democrats. Put it to Republicans. Put it to Independents. Put it to them all. Green Party, Red Party. I don't care what party. All party. Because the reparations situation is deep, where we're all descendants from slavery. Because the foundation of America is still created based upon that. The printed money is a reflection every day of that. Look at that money. Those are slave holders. Dead presidents owned you. The Constitution, the Bill of Rights, all that. You know. So to sit here and just label it, well, this group or that group should pay. They all should pay. They all should pay, period. The bottom line is there hasn't even been an apology, let alone pay. And let me tell you something about pay. For some people say, well, you're just looking for a handout or something. Well, let me ask you a question. If someone is white, works in certain places, do they have to have a civil rights bill put up to ensure that they get a job? Because buddy systems already work. So ask yourself that. The rules do not apply. But after 400 years, and you say this 1865 with June 10th was celebrated yesterday, but 1965 is when litigation became law. So ask yourself, 100 years, 90 years with Board Brown versus Board of Education. So ask yourself, if you really were emancipated and free, why do you have to wait an additional 90 to 100? Ask yourself that, okay? And you just had your first African-American president in the past decade. Ask yourself how much progress. You still haven't had an African-American vice president, and there's still other factors that haven't been first. So ask yourself, how you constitution? Because I'll tell you this much, and I'm going to say this again, I'm repeating it, I'm going to sound like a James Brown record. If you did get reparations, then you stop the racial profiling, I believe, the police brutality, the KKK would be in disarm, the Confederate flag, all that stuff would go down to cease to exist, because then you'd have to say, okay, we have to acknowledge you as a whole of America. See, because the bottom line is this: black folks been treated as stepchildren in America, still are. So when you have to pay and legislate, and put that into law and make that mandatory that you have to say, hey, that you belong, that you are part of this, that we need you to truly. Because yes, there are all other races in this country, but the black and white issue ain't never been resolved, and there's still those ghosts that linger. So you can take down a few token civil wars and statues and all that, but you got to come correct. And Burgess Owens, do your history, brother, because all sides should pay for this. This runs deeper than just kicking with a party line. Party line ain't gonna care about you. He ain't gonna care about you. You know, your little statue, your little status don't mean jack. They all should pay. No limit to one, because they all guilty of profiting off African skin and slave trade and beyond. And to this day, from Jim Crow, because you can just work in America from Jim Crowism. There's been businesses, there's been profit, and it still thrives to say you have a minority applicant. That's why they have to ask you on these college administrations, jobs administration. They want to know your race. They don't treat you as no American. They know that they don't. They know that they have you here because they got you. They think of you as property, like own you. But they still want to like act like, oh, well, we're inclusive. That's not how it goes. So Burgess Owens need to get hip to it because, brother, man, they all owe. All right, that's my take about Burgess Owens saying Democratic Party should be the only ones to pay for reparations, and I strongly disagree. But you tell me your thoughts, your opinions. Hit that like button, and when that bell rings, hit that subscribe, by the way. I appreciate that. And when the bell rings, there's a new video. You have a great day and keep the uplift, but also do the right thing because we still battling and fighting out here. Peace.